This doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to look.
Right, that don't work.
Sick of this shitty weather now. I want to emigrate. Perfect.
Look at that.
I do like that.
That looks so smart, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look at the state of the lodge. There's just stuff everywhere.
I've never known two people generate so much crap.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to a new vlog. It is bright and early. Lee's editing. I've got to go on both to B&Q because I got this wooden rod the other day to fit in the window, but it's 12 centimetres short, so the blind would flop at either end, so I've got to go and swap it. It pains me because this was £4 and the longer one is about £10 and I only need 12 centimetres longer. Anyway, I've got to go and do it, otherwise we won't be able to fit it. Then I've got to paint it before we fit the blind onto it. Then we're going to fit the blinds, then we're going to try and fit the curtains and then cut the bottoms off them because they're a bit long, and then we've got to Scotch guard them, and then that should, if all goes well, finish the inside of the van. There should be nothing else in there to do then. It's all the external stuff, and we're waiting for the wrapping that's going to happen at the end of March. As we said in a previous vlog, we're wrapping the van in this colour, which is like a metallic grey. The van's got its mechanical stuff fitting in a couple of weeks. Then that's it then for the van. There's nothing we can do on it until all that's done. And then as soon as that's done, we can then pick a date and start making plans for doing our one-night trial around here, 2 weeks around the UK, and then 2 months in Europe. Fingers crossed. Right, there we go. So that's what the blind will attach to. And then we need to staple some Velcro onto this, which the blind will then stick onto, and then fasten that to the roof. And then it's very difficult to get in because it fits so precise. Well, it just went in, but it won't come out now. There we go. Right.
Velcro. Which we got from
Dunelm
yesterday.
Right, I'm going to put some nice neat holes in it so we can countersink the screw heads. We're going to need 3. Right, can you hold that?
It's very windy and rainy today.
The van's shaking.
I'm sick of bloody wind now in this country.
Our friend Jack and Richard have just got back from Spain. I just said, are you having a nice
Are you happy to be
time
home?
back? She's like, no. So this is exactly how they make the blinds in the lodge for the window. They're velcroed onto a wooden batten and then fit it to the window.
Right, so my mum put the Velcro on there last night onto the blind.
There we go. So that should hang, and then it's got the weighted bar. So let me get in. That goes into the frame. It'll be screwed into position up there, and the weighted bar will sit enough on the windowsill to not create a bagginess, but then we have to get rid of these cracks of light, so we either put a PVC black strip on the window around, or we get an L trim and we turn it backwards and put it on and put a different L trim. But the first question is, how far back do we want it? Do we want it as flush up to the window as possible?
Yeah, I think so.
Like that?
Yeah.
So that it sits more inside the frame?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
This doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to look.
We can do it with like opposite L trims, but this is
Be careful there. But...
just a cheap way of doing it. It's just some sort of vinyl tape.
Yeah. Just to give it a border so that people can't see them from outside on an evening.
Right, there we go. It was only the other day that I threw proper vinyl tape or vinyl sheeting away, can you remember? Mm-hmm. And I said, do you think I'll ever use this? And then we binned it. Right. Let me just get this bottom one on first. Actually, that's got a dirty edge. Right. Put it on this way. Right, that don't work. Problem is, it's
not sticking properly.
Pissing it down outside. There's condensation on window inside. Trying to stick tape, it just don't work. We'll just get some plastic L trims and we'll just reverse them and then stick them onto the current ones. same distance out. So the window will just come in a little bit more and the blinds will sit on outside of it.
Get yourself back up to B&Q then.
No, not yet. Right, next thing, need to get this attached to the roof now. Let's sit that in the window and then attach this to each end flushly. It would help if I got drill in the right direction. There you go.
So this is the leather straps, which are going to put some poppets in, and then we'll be able to roll the blind up in the mornings.
Bits going on. Screwdriver coming apart. I hope that's not too close. I think it will be, you know. I need to take that off and do it again.
Right, we're back in the lodge because we are going out now to meet our friends Kerry, Andy and Alfie for coffee down in town. They're over here for the week, so we said we'd meet them while they're here. Nick's still putting the poppets on. What?
Nick's still faffing.
Nick's still faffing, putting the poppets on. And we have 25 minutes until we're meeting. So
It'll be fine, they're not going anywhere, neither is the pub.
hurry up. I'm sick of this shitty weather now. I want to emigrate to Canary Islands or something like that and never come back to this shitty weather.
Well, next January, we ain't staying here, that's for sure. We're going abroad, even if it's Florida.
We're going to have to eat really light when we get back.
Eat light because we've got a cushion to eat.
If I put that in, it'll pop.
Yeah, and then we've also got a garlic bread as well. And then these guys have ordered. Hi Alfie, you're on the vlog. And oh, the next one's here. The garlic bread's here now. Ooh. Right, that was a lovely lunch.
Oh, it's freezing.
We ate so much food, so much bread. That big, massive balloon pillow of bread. Just shut that off.
Not really.
There was a lot of bread there.
Well, yeah, but
We had a pizza in that big pillow.
What a pizza? It was a garlic bread.
Yeah, same thing though. We've now got, I've just picked up a new part for the extractor fan to create some block off for light, because we noticed in there when we were kind of testing the projector that we couldn't get rid of all the light, so that's turned up. It's called a max shade, so it's like a little thing, like a shade type thing. So it's called a max shade. It basically like a blind for the extractor fan, which we knew we were going to need, but we were going to buy like a cheap one. But I got this one off, I think it was Jackson's Leisure or something like that, was it? So we're going to fit that this afternoon, and we're going to finish the blinds off, and we're going to put the curtains up. And then I think I'm going to have to cut the bottom off some of the curtains, especially the ones. In fact, all of them are going to have to had the bottom cut off because they're about 63 centimeters longer than the actual height of the van, even from the back door as well. The only problem is because the white curtains are going to be dangling and it's very windy and they're going to be blowing around outside, so as long as it doesn't get really, really dirty, and then once they're all fitted, I've then got to Scotch guard them all and get them all protected. So that's going to be the next job. Looking forward to that?
No, I'm sick of bloody curtains. Right, we're back. So it's time to put the poppets on with the leather straps.
Poppets?
Poppets with the leather straps. And then that'll be one blind done.
And then the other ones are not going to be as hard as this because we've just got to literally staple the Velcro to the back wall and then put the blinds up. The problem is, because the lats on the back, they run up towards the door, because when the door's open, that's when they were fitted, they kind of run like that. So Lee's going to have to say, yes, this is the right direction, or...
And then whatever I say,
level.
Nick won't agree when he looks at it afterwards.
Well, you need to get some kind of judgment for how to...
Make it straight.
Yeah. Right. The three straps are on and they're all facing the right way. So the test now is to roll it up. And the key is to do it from the middle and make sure it's rolled up equally, because if not, you'll have one end shorter than the other. And then get it to the right length. And done.
A bit more.
Shorter.
Bit more, yeah.
This end is doing more. And then Hold on. That's one on. That's another. And another.
Perfect.
Look at that.
I do like that.
That looks so smart, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yes, I like that.
Perfect.
Finally.
So I chose this to match this and the wood. So when you put it down at night, it's only touch-ups you need to do in this fan. You literally undo that and it just falls down like that.
I do like that. Yes.
I'm not keen on the
material.
The material's a little bit thin than what I would have thought, but I think over time it'll settle itself, and we're going to need those trims on the inside just to cover it. But that is fully black out. So
good job, that I think.
Perfect. Right,
now we're going to do these two. Much easier at the back.
Ooh, making my ears ring. Right, so the Velcro's on, the blind's on. Right, how does that look in terms of levelling?
I think it's pretty fine, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's more white showing on that side than there is on that side.
There's going to be because there's no door.
Yeah.
Because of this.
Well, yeah.
The window's in a different position.
Yeah, so you can't get away from that.
So. But.
No, it's only got on a bit of night anyway when we're putting them down anyway, so. Alright, we're just going to have a quick look at this max air thing before we go in to do the next lot of poppets.
So
this is to stop any light and things coming from this, and maybe a little stop any like drafts and things.
That fits over the current thing, and then the max air clips onto the top of that. That looks like a dead easy fit actually. So this fits a 350mm and a 400mm fan, and it's just called Max Shade. So what I need to do is unscrew these screws and put them back in through this to hold this to the ceiling, and then that will just clip to that simply. And then we've effectively got a shade.
Should we do that now before we go in?
Yeah.
Put that up, let's have a look. Just put it up to the roof.
Blackout.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know how you undo it. I think you've just got to give it some force, like that. 2 screws.
Very easy so far. Just going back on into the screw holes. And the other thing, does it just clip on?
Yeah, it just slides into the, you see these grooves here?
Yeah.
The cassette slides into that. So I just need to put...
How much for this?
60 quid, something like that. Delivered.
It's definitely going to be worth it though, isn't it, I think?
Yeah. Well, the problem is, there's big gaps.
You can put all the screws in, yeah.
I know, but there's a big gap around it. Right, you've got to get it lined up and then pop it in. That's not lined up. Wait a minute. No, I don't think it works that way. That's how it does. Possibly.
Careful.
You've got to get it. It's this here. It's slightly. Just needs the unit pushing. There we go. I suppose once it goes on, it ain't ever coming off.
Right, close it off.
Is that flushed at ceiling?
Yeah.
Right.
Right, so turn them off and let's have a look how dark it is now once these are down. Oh, that's much better now. Freaking hell.
Pitch black. You can still see light through it though.
That projector would have been perfect now.
I can't even see. Wait a minute, let me just put this down because this is not fully down.
That's perfect now.
I expected it to be black.
Oh, well,
Do you know what I mean? And it's not.
well, yeah, I know what you mean. But
Because
no.
if that's sunny in the morning, you're still going to see quite a lot of light.
Yeah, but open that and you can see the difference.
I don't like that.
No, I think you need to look at the instructions for that. We can definitely see
That's
the
how
difference.
much the light,
Yeah.
and then
It gets rid of it totally. You push it in.
you push it up.
Oh, push it up, right.
Right, okay, so you push upwards so it's
Yeah.
off the locks and then it opens cleanly.
Simple as that to create it.
One more to do.
Next job is to cut this massive IKEA curtain down so that it fits in the van. So this is two put together, which my mum sewed together last night down the middle.
Actually.
What do you mean?
Well, the gather's 1.5, but I think.
Is that all going in van?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to cut some off. Hey, it's massive.
Something off the bottom.
It'll wrap round van, that.
Think it's a bit long.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should bring the other one in and we'll line that up and use the other one as this, but add a bit more on for gather.
Good idea.
Right, and then get me back scissors.
When we went out with our friend Kerry today, she was telling me that she got some fresh tea leaves from a shop in Beverley. So it reminded me that we have this, our fresh tea brewer and some brew tea company English breakfast tea. So I thought I'd make some. May have put a little bit much in there, but we can weaken it with milk, it's fine. Right, Nick's just working over there on those. I'll just show you these because I'm just about to put them down as it's dark now. So got the poppers on there. They look so much more cleaner, don't they? And smarter and just much better. So I am going to pull them down now because it is getting dark outside. Whilst we're in here. There we go. This is how far we've got so far. This has taken about 2 hours to get to this point. The pleats are all in for now.
Crap.
Yeah.
The IKEA pleats are absolute garbage.
Yeah.
All of them are done by safety pins.
Yeah. So we're just taking some up on the bottom, and so
And then we've got to
ivory web it.
wonder web it,
wonder web
and then
it.
take up the take off the extra flappy bits because it's quite big. This curtain has been a bleeding nightmare. 7 o'clock at night. It's a nightmare. You'd think thinner material will be easier to handle. It's the worst thing ever. It's fraying, it's shredding. We've had to double hem the edge and then put more wonder web on it and then like almost melt it to get it to seal. We've kind of, because it's very thin and it's very dangly, we've put like, from the left side we've put the turn up point, we've put the right turn up point, and then we've done it in the middle in 3 different places and then pulled it tight on the table and lined all the turn points up, folded them over, done it. Lee's just ironing the curtain now and then we're going to go and put it up. We still haven't resolved the issue of the pleat at the top. We're using safety pins at the minute because IKEA make these shit heading tape things. I can't show you one, but they don't have any strings on, so you can't pull the sodding things. So we've had to pinch them each and then put a safety pin in. You can get these special clips, but for the amount of pleats in this curtain, in the position we're having it, you won't be able to draw it much past halfway because because of all these metal clips. So anyway, we're just going to use safety pins in it, or I don't know, we may use wonder web. I just don't know. But at the minute, Lee's just finishing ironing it off. and then we're going to go and install it and hope to God the length's all right, because if it's not, it's just going to have to dangle, because I ain't doing it again. And the back curtains can sod off, we'll do them tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I want my Kiev. We're having a Kiev for tea.
You want your Kiev?
Yeah.
Why do you say it's emphasis?
Because I want my Kiev.
Thank Christ for that. I'd rip the bleeding curtains down if they weren't fitted. You want to think you'd ironed them.
I know.
That's because Lee turned the iron down to the lowest setting.
I have to get a steamer.
They keep doing that, this TV. Naturally keeps coming out. What I need to do is get a strap underneath there and at the top and kind of anchor it down. Oh yeah, Velcro will do. Right, so they're not exactly touching the floor, but they're not exactly...
Scrunch them up so when they're open, let's see what they look like.
So, oh, hold on. Excuse us?
They're all inside.
Right, okay, look at it. So, they'll be basically like that. We're going to get some more of that leather that we use for the windows and just tie that up. Nice and plain, nice and simple. We should have done that all along.
Yeah, should have listened to me.
Yeah, right. Right, so you can see the light, but if you look, you can't actually see through it because of the trims that are already in there, and that's what it looks like from far off. So you can see a little bit of something there. That's through the handle, but the curtain on the inside is also drawn, but you can't actually see inside the van, so we don't need to put any of the trims on that I mentioned. And then at the back, if we go around here, you can see little slithers of light at the edges, but that's pretty damn good. I mean, this one has not even dropped down here. You can't even see it. But there we go. Job done. So we're done for tonight. So we do have another curtain to put on the back, but we need some more safety pins to make the pleat. They hang pretty well. They're horrendous hanging.
Well, it'll drop out.
So this is what it looks like in the van at the minute.
So come and shut the door.
So the blind...
Pull that on, look. And you can now see the light through it.
So it keeps it nice and...
bright and cosy.
Yeah.
So let me just have a look from over here. As far as I can go back at the minute, because there's boxes.
It does box a certain area off, but it gives us that ability to... You see, I don't like this floating here. But if I pull them down, I mean, over time they're gonna relax. Do you know what I mean? The curtains are, and they're gonna stand on the floor because they're kissing the floor now.
I like that a lot better now.
And the pleats are nice and tight as well.
I want my Kiev now.
Right. Morning, guys. Another day, another set of curtains. We're not doing them yet. We're doing them this afternoon. We decided this morning we're going to go and get a piece of cladding and we're going to put them above the back door where the grey carpet is, because we're going to have the white curtains and we want it all to match. Less colour splashed in anyway. So I've decided that the curtains that we put up last night, they've got too much gather when they're open, when they're closed, sorry. So we're going to take maybe 1/6 to a foot off the run of the curtain. It might not pleat as much when it's shut, but it's 90% of the time it's going to be open. So that's going to be done today. We're also going to be fitting these today as well. We need to cut a massive amount off the length for the back doors and possibly some off the width as well. But before we do that, we're going to head up into Brid to get some more cladding. We've got a couple of other jobs up there. It looks like the lake might be overflowing because it's rained so much. It's never stopped raining for two days now. And it's due all day today. So, are you ready?
Ready, I'm waiting.
Look at the state of the lodge. There's just stuff everywhere.
I've never known two people generate so much crap.
Well, shall I show you? Wait a minute. What I did last night while you were watching TV. So this is what I did last night. I tidied out our medicine drawer. Nice and tidy. Loads of cold relief tablets. Loads of Leeds hair falling out tablets. Tools. Relocated all my smellers and put them in my smellers drawer and moved my toolbox. We've still got tons and tons of drawers to do, haven't we?
It's just because the weather's crap and we're inside, we're just having a...
They need to go in the shed.
What do we call it?
I got them out the cleaning cupboard.
We're having a declutter month, aren't we?
Yeah. There's a lot to declutter though.
Yeah, let's go.
Unfortunately, the hot dog stand isn't.
I fancied a cup of tea, you know.
And me too as well. And we could have shared a sausage sandwich. So we're going to get some. One strip of cladding from here, but it's different to B&Q. Now it's not being attached, so it's fine. Yeah, it's different to Wicks. It's not being attached, but hopefully it's the same size. So fingers crossed they sell it in singles. If not, it is a trip to our old faithful Wickes,
which is a lot further away. So they don't sell them in singles, but one of the staff noticed this one was out. Somebody had taken it out and just left it on the shelf.
Well,
it's cracked.
It's got a crack in it.
So they're trying to work out how to sell us one single one. It's taken them a while.
We'll have to buy a pack. Right, we couldn't buy it, but they told us we could have this loose piece on the shelf. It is cracked and warped, but I'm sure I can get use of it. But they just said put a donation in the charity box. So they said put £2 in, so we did.
Put a couple of quid in the charity box and we could have it.
So we did. So it's cracked on one side and it's actually twisted like a propeller. But the bit that we're going to need, we can just cut that off and I can straighten it as I screw it to the back plate. We're going to paint it before we put it up because we don't want to get paint on the bedding and we don't want to get paint on the carpet. So we'll do all that before we actually fix it to the wall. Well, Leigh will. So we're off back to the lodge now to finish the curtains. I'm getting sick to the back teeth of curtains.
I hope it's the last day.
Me too. I can't be doing with bleeding curtains after this. We've only been started 5 minutes. We're already on to the webbing, aren't we?
Yeah, hopefully this is going to be nice and easy.
So
for the back curtains.
We're not taking this up from the floor. I've literally measured to the bottom of the bed. The last time we did it, we measured from the bed, and it kind of stood on the bed. So we're going to put a hem on this. I'm not sure whether we're going to cut some off the length. Probably not the length, the width. Probably will do. But for now, we need to take the edge up.
Right, so we're having to cut quite a bit off these back curtains because that's all the length that we're having them.
We probably could have got away with just
one.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But you had to have you had to have a pack.
But we're going to have to definitely cut something off the width, I think. Otherwise, there'll be too much screw.
Yeah.
And we think we're going to cut some width off the one that we put in last night as well, because there's too much gather when it's closed. I don't care what it looks like when it's on an evening, it's during the day when it looks like a scrunchy hairnet. Right, let's have a look-sis. See what's what. So we put that there.
Yeah.
How much scrunch do we need? I think maybe there, 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 there. I can't tell. It's impossible to do because it's such a short space between here and the ceiling.
Right, so we're just taking 25 centimetres off, and then hopefully that should be good to go.
Oh, hallelujah, finally. Right, we need to get that piece of cladding now and measure that.
I thought we were sorting this curtain out.
We are.
You don't like the too much scrunch.
There's too much scrunch. We need to do what we've done with this one and reduce it. Right, back door curtains fitted. We have decided we've cut 29 inch off the width of those because the pleat was too much and the gather. Huh?
The side door curtains.
Yeah, the gather was far too much when the curtain was drawn. So Leigh's just ironing them again. We've hemmed the edges off to stop the fraying. I've marked out 160 from here to the edge there, which is what the width of the door is. So we're going to lay the curtain here, and then we're going to add the pleats in and the hooks to match the exact width, and do it while it's on the floor so we can get all the gaps equal, which will make it a lot easier than doing it when it's hung. And then when it's finished, we're out there to hang it, and if it doesn't fit, screw the curtains, we'll just stick the pink back up.
Pop, it's done.
Curtain done. Sufficient gather, and we've removed 29 inch. And the problem is now, it's hovering. But the curtain will stretch and drop, I'm sure.
Done. Thank goodness. Please don't say the word curtain again for at least another month. Right, Nick is about to Scotch guard things. I'm going to leave you to that while I go tidy the lodge.
God, this is going to stink.
Do you want a gas mask?
No.
Must you do this in kitchen? Are you going to paint that
Yeah.
before you go out?
You're going to paint it. I'm just creating a plinth for above the rack. It makes
Above the rack?
above the rail, the curtain rail at the back. So I've measured it. I've silhouetted the shape, which I've cut on this corner. The only thing is, because the roof kind of arches, there's going to be trimming needed, and I can't do it outside. It's about 1/4 centimetre too long. So I really need to do it out there.
Well then.
Right, we're just tidying up. I'm back inside. I fitted the leather straps that turned up from the Amazon lock. I don't even think I showed them. I cut them to size, punched them in. They're all against the wall. It's still very smelly in the van with the Scotch guard. But I've been in and I've cut this plinth, which will fit across the top. This bit kind of goes down because of the way that the cupboard fits. I've painted it, first coat of paint. That'll be fitted tomorrow, and then we'll have to fill around the edges and then just tart it up with paint. Lee's just tidying up. I'm just making tea, so we're having paprika and garlic powder with oregano and a little bit of parmesan flavoured chicken. And then here we're having sun-dried tomatoes, olives, pickled garlics, a bistro salad, some hummus, and we're having that with the chicken.
And to think how we're going to make beans on toast tonight.
Well, when I was in the shop, I just thought, well, I actually got loads of stuff in the basket and realised that tomorrow night we're going out. So I put half of it back. So I had to decide between fish or chicken. So...
Oh, and which did you go for?
I got fish.
Oh. Just had food. That was very nice. That what Nick made. Let me just straighten the camera. Because we're going to chit-chat for a minute.
I'm frustrated.
Why now?
You know why?
Tell everybody else.
So I like the curtain. I just don't like it on the bed now. The colour's fine. It's just the scruffiness of the scrunching on the bed at the back. The last one was level with the bed, so when you drew the curtains, it looked fine. This one is now made to go down the back and to go to the bottom of the mattress. Now, we can obviously adjust it. We can cut some off, but... And the bedding's not on the bed either yet.
What are your feet?
But it's scrunched up and it looks like a dirty dishcloth. But it was a good idea to take the 29-inch off the width at the front. Even Lee just said it was the right thing to do.
The curtains are fine now.
The colour's fine. The colour matches everything. The blinds, we're happy with that. That's all good. It's just feels scruffy at the back.
We've moved on now from the curtains. They're
No,
done.
we haven't.
They're done.
We haven't moved on at all.
We have.
We haven't.
But what are you going to do now?
Well, that plinth's got to go in.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with curtains. The curtains
But
are done.
I'm thinking,
We're
because
happy.
the plinth's got to go in, the Starlink cable, when we finally do get it, will be going in that cavity, and it'll be coming down the corner where the electrics are.
There'll be no more scenes about curtains, I promise you.
You said that about the pink ones.
I'm going to do some comments for the day.
Go on then.
Thank you for commenting on all our videos. He will stop talking about curtains.
I'll talk about them when they're done.
They're done now?
And the van is pissing me off because it's a mess.
Why don't you go out and tidy it?
I think I was just thinking actually when we finish this, I might just go out and give it a quick clean up. Plug the electric in and get some heat in there as well.
Thanks for commenting on all our videos. It's much appreciated. Could do with my glasses on, actually.
Do you want me to read it?
Read that top one.
Christ, I'm not surprised you can't see when you actually hold it like an inch from your face. So Joe Faraday, 7213 says, "Oh my God, Sally Lunn, my great nan used to get me one every week from Mobile Bakery back in van back in the 70s. It was an iced fruit finger roll." That's what I said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Iced fruit fingers. That's what I know as a Sally Lunn.
Yeah.
You used to
Bloody
get them.
lovely. Happy childhood memories.
You used to get them from bakeries. They were like fruit flatbreads with ice on the top, and we called them Sally Lunns.
Oh, Stuart Haywoody 298 says, "We have just booked a weekend for our 5th wedding anniversary in Bath after watching this vlog."
Can you not see that without your glasses on?
It's just a bit blurry. So I hope you guys have a great weekend in Bath. Maybe check out that
House of Frankenstein.
House of Frankenstein. We really enjoyed it.
And don't forget to touch that thing on the wall.
You don't have to go in the scary bit at the bottom. You know, the scare house.
Well, what's the point in going in then?
Because it's really informational as well, and it's really informational.
And a lot of the things you can, the things that you can't touch are in glass cabinets, but the thing that you can, like the zapper things and the bird legs, you can touch all stuff like that. But the stuff in the cabinets, it's all like memorabilia, you can't do it.
Mandy Davies, 79, says, Leigh looked so embarrassed when he opened the first present. That was that knob-shaped charcuterie board from Lisa. I wasn't embarrassed. I was surprised.
I wasn't.
Because
nothing surprises me when Lisa is involved.
I was surprised because Lisa was vlogging for her vlog channel, and I thought there's no way it's going to be something dirty if she's going to put it on her channel because it's all about baking and crafting and stuff.
Mary Poppins Lisa.
When I opened
Not
it, I was
a chance.
oh, it is. So thank you for that charcuterie board, Lisa.
Yeah.
Jill Scott 100 says, loved your DLP series of vlogs. The fun you had with your friends was infectious and lovely to see. And that was a real bargain with the lounge fly, it was. Somebody's actually messaged us today who are in Epcot, and they said that a soccer lounge fly, they saw it today, is 80.
Is that the giraffe bag?
Oh, Nick calls it a giraffe bag because she's got that thing on her head.
Zebra bag then?
It's, you throw me off now, $88 in Epcot still, right now.
Get them in Paris, cheap as chips. Somebody called Diane says, we're travelling over from Australia. How many days do you think we will need in Bath?
At least a good 2, I would say.
In Bath?
Yeah, to see everything. Don't forget, we've been a few times.
Well, yeah, no more than 2 days. That's,
2 days.
That's proper overkill. You need
No, but to see
the
everything...
Roman baths is probably going to be half a
Exactly.
day. And then everything else is just like a shopping precinct.
But if you don't want to rush it, then I would do 2 days. I mean, yeah, you could get it all done in a day.
Cirox Bar, you've got to do that on a night. We couldn't do it when we were there with Lisa because it didn't open until 6 and we were gone by then. But Cirox Bar, I would highly recommend doing that. We love that place.
Yeah, I suppose you could just do it in one day. If it was like a full day.
Yeah, if you're staying there and went the night before and then got up and spent the full day there and then left the following day, so you're not doing any travel.
But this one coming from Australia.
Australia.
Ideally, I'd do 2 days to get the most out of it so you can spend an evening there as well.
It's a bit far for Bath.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Another one.
Right, okay, so more Disney for Me 82 says it's actually Brambrack. Wikipedia has a good article for an explanation. Good video.
Barmbrack, doesn't it say?
I can't.
Barmbrack.
Barmbrack.
John glasses.
I think I need them actually. I can't. The R and
that
the
barm
M.
cake that we gave to Lisa.
No, Brack.
Yeah.
The Brack loaf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she said it should be
Wikipedia has
called
a good
brick loaf.
I'll try again. Wikipedia has a good article for an explanation. Great video and Lisa's charcuterie board.
With a little laughing face.
And then one more is
Lane.
It's from Lane. Yeah, it's Lisa's food looked really tasty, and unlike the stuff at Disney, none of us will ever be able to try it.
Unless Lisa invites you around one day.
Maybe. The Mary Shelley house looked really interesting and quite atmospheric. I'm not really a horror movie fan. We've never seen Frankenstein, never. We put it on the other night actually and turned it off after 15 minutes.
Well, I found that one that we saw with Daniel Radcliffe in it.
Yeah.
It were boring. For 5 minutes were boring. I know you've got to give films a chance, but it was boring.
It put me off when he started draining his hump. I'm not really a horror movie fan, but I have read her books, so would definitely make me interested.
Thank you for leaving all those comments. I'm going to just maybe have a pudding now. It's 7:30. Nick's off to tidy it van, apparently.
I've already had a pudding. These are our favourite pudding at the minute. They're high protein. They're really, really chocolatey, and they're like really heavy and dense, aren't they? You know what? Sometimes when you get a mousse, it's full of whipped air.
Well, it's because it's protein.
This is like it's almost like gelatin, but not. But it's really heavy and really chocolatey, and I'm not really a chocolatey pudding fan unless it's a chocolate bar.
Yes.
Right then.
I like it when I've got chocolatey things that Nick doesn't like. Thanks for watching today, guys. Hit the like button, click the notification bell, drop us a comment below. Hopefully that's the last you'll hear about curtains. And on the next vlog, which is tomorrow for us, because we're going to film another one tomorrow.
We'll be filming the pelmet for the curtains.
We've got some friends coming over for the weekend to stay locally, and we're going out with those, and we're going out with our friend Lisa. We call Lisa 2.
Yep.
Because we've got 2 Lisas and they know each other, so it's Lisa 2.
And then Saturday night we
are all coming here.
They're all coming here, and we're going to make the garlic. What's it called? Creamy garlic
Just don't
chicken
put as
and
much
rice.
garlic in it this time. Not as much.
Actually, I put no garlic in it last time. It was garlic powder.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. Yeah, but I saw the amount you put in.
You had it tonight on your dinner.
Well, it was just perfect tonight. So anyway, that's what's happening in the next vlog, in the next few days. And then next week, my mum and dad's coming to stay for a few days. Betty Brenda were going to come, but her microwave's blown up and she's waiting for somebody to come and fix it. So my mum and dad's coming.
She's not coming because the microwave's blown up?
No, she's got a guy coming out and he's coming middle of week, and my mum's coming in beginning of week, so she's going to miss it next week. So anyway, that's all coming up in the next few vlogs. And thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.